Hello and welcome to another episode of Self-Isolation Wine Tasting. My name is Mireille Sauve and I am your host. I'm here today in Naramata, British Columbia, where there is no electricity because the power went out a few hours ago. I don't know when it's coming on again. So I thought I should get this video done because, frankly, I'm ready for a glass of wine. I'm here today with Shell Wines. Shell Wines is the brainchild of my dear friend Jennifer Shell, who grew up in an orchard in East Kelowna with the Shell family. So they're a really established family in agriculture, and because of those roots, Jennifer really developed from the very beginning of her life a passion for food and beverage. And that passion I have been able to watch roll out through the time that I've known her, which is just a few years. Even before I met her, though, she had started publishing cookbooks, which she writes and photographs. She works with people all over British Columbia in agriculture, aquaculture, hospitality, food, beverage, you name it. And she's ridiculously supportive. So I know that I can tell you with great confidence that Jennifer's heart is broken right now for the difficulties that the people of the food and beverage industry are having because of COVID-19. And I would like to just say on behalf of both Jennifer and myself, first of all, thank you for all the incredible meals that you have brought to our tables over the years and for the incredible meals that we look forward to you bringing again. But also I want to congratulate you for the creativity that you have brought to the table with everything that you're doing to make ends meet for your businesses. We support you every way that we can. We admire you and we celebrate you, and we look forward to having dinner with you really soon. So on that note, speaking of dinner, we're going to talk about the Shell Ruby today. Here is the label. So Ruby is named after Jennifer's aunt, and you can see the label here that her niece Hilary designed. The wine was conceived with the help of her brothers and made with the help of her brothers, I believe, as well, but under the direction and certainly a lot of labor was put into it by Rob Westbury from Nagging Doubt Wines. Ruby is a Bordeaux blend. It's a blend of Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot. I guess in North America, we're supposed to call that Meritage. But some people choose to call it Meritage and some people choose to call it a Bordeaux blend. I think the big difference is that Bordeaux blends tend to be more old world in style. So a little bit more emphasis on the earthy characteristics, whereas the new world wines that call it Meritage tend to focus a little bit more on the fresh fruit bomb sort of characteristics of the wines, with a lot of emphasis on, French vanilla, which is great. Nice to see that they kind of go hand in hand. Either way, this is 50-50 Cabernet Merlot. The Cabernet Sauvignon was raised on Naramata Bench, and the Merlot, I've got this totally mixed up. The Merlot is from Naramata Bench, and the Cabernet Sauvignon is from the Oliver area. So both areas are really renowned for their balanced representation of these Bordeaux grape varieties. So it's not super, super ripe like it tends to be from the very far south Okanagan, and it's not lean and green like it would be from the northern parts of the Okanagan Valley. So without further ado, let me grab this wine glass and bring it into the picture, because this wine glass is holding a big, bold red wine, which is the Shell Ruby. I believe that big, bold reds deserve big, bold glasses because they allow the wine to really come up and shine. So just for an indication of how big this glass actually is, you can see it's quite large. And that really gives the ground space for the wine to let those aromas come all the way up the glass, and the opening to the glass is fairly significant as well. So it allows those aromas to really come and seduce me. All right, flavors seduce me. Oh, beautiful nose. So this is very old world in the style. I can tell just from smelling it. You've got this earthy aroma, forest floor, definitely a lot of black fruit, black currants, blackberry, dark plums as well, juicy, ripe, just ready to, you take a bite out of them and they drip down your chin, that type of ripeness on the plums, and vanilla as well. And I'm definitely getting red bell pepper or capsicum and a bit of a red currant note that is coming from the Cabernet Sauvignon. So it's nice to see that structure of the wine kind of coming through. Yeah, I call this a fireplace wine. It's big, it's bold, it's juicy, it's delicious. It's going to go really well by itself, sitting next to a fireplace. But this wine also has quite a lot of complexity to it. So it's going to be very versatile to pair with food that is full flavored. I'll get into that in a minute. The wine itself is medium to full bodied. A lot of black fruit flavors on the palate. Black plums, black berries, black currants, all very ripe and juicy. French vanilla, a little toast as well. There's a really nice toast note coming from the oak barrels. And a little bit of roasted red bell peppers, like nice and juicy and cooked. The tannins of this wine, we should talk about those because this is a 4-year-old wine. The vintage is 2016. And the tannins have really integrated. It's fairly full in the tannins. The tannins are fairly high, but they're soft tannins. They're integrated with the wine. This wine has seen 2 years in oak barrels, 40% of which were brand new and the other 60% neutral. And that has given a little bit of the vanilla and the toasty flavors to the wine, but the aromas and the flavors have really concentrated as a result of this time in the barrel and the time in the bottle, the aging. So it's really come together. This wine has had a chance to really become complex and mellow in the bottle as well. I would definitely recommend this with rack of lamb, nice juicy prime rib, special occasion meals for sure. If you want to do vegetarian options, definitely excellent with bean stews. You can do a vegetarian cassoulet, lentils, and throw in some Middle Eastern spices there. Make it bold. This is a big, bold wine, and it's going to go with big, bold foods. I think that you are just fantastic for hanging in there with me. I really appreciate your time and your feedback, and I applaud all of you for doing the right thing during this really difficult time. So stay home, stay safe. Let's beat this thing. We can do it. Take care.